You went through a breakup and now you are struggling to gain your confidence back and get back into your energy. Then this video will help you to finally feel like yourself again and regain your confidence and also build yourself back up again. Let's dive right in. So first of all, you really need to find peace with the breakup because otherwise you will just keep on holding on and that's bad. You should never try to grip to something that was not meant to be. Because if it would be meant to be and the person belongs to you, you would never go through this breakup. And just try to realize that life is not against you. Everything is happening for you. So if you lose someone, that's exciting because this person was in your life for you to learn something. And you learned your lesson, and now this chapter is over and a new chapter begins. That means your life is shifting right now. That's super exciting. You will meet new people, you will gain a lot of new knowledge, and you will basically build yourself up again and level up. So never be sad. I mean, it belongs to a breakup to be sad, and it's also okay. Feel the emotion, acknowledge the pain, but never stay in it for too long. Instead, you should be grateful. Even though maybe you were fighting with your ex-partner, still be thankful that you had them in your life and that you learned your lessons through them. It's really something to be grateful for. Even though you might be fighting right now, just try to leave the relationship with good feelings and a feeling of gratitude. And you should never hate them because that's also a bad energy. This person was there to teach you a certain lesson, and maybe you don't see it right now, but you will see it soonish. And just be okay with that. If it ends, it should not be. So be okay with that. Say, okay, I'm ready for the next adventure. I'm ready for the new chapter. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to kind of level up and regain my confidence and find love within myself. Never use negative distractions. That's something that many people do. So basically, many people that go through a breakup don't want to feel the pain and try to distract themselves from the negative emotions. And there are positive and negative distractions. Negative distractions are drinking, partying, doing things that harm you, jumping into a new relationship. But positive distractions are learning, educating yourself, building up your mindset, and going to the gym, working out, focusing on your health. And if you just choose positive distractions, you will spend a lot of time with yourself. And this will boost your confidence and you will level up because you take time now to just be alone and focus on yourself and focus on yourself only. But if you just distract yourself from the feelings that you have, but with negative distractions, you will end up feeling the pain over and over again because you never let the feeling come through to you. Because you need to feel the pain. It's a part of the healing process. But if you just distract yourself with negative things and you try to avoid feeling lonely, you will never heal. And it's a cycle that just goes on and you carry it with you. So instead of using negative distractions, use positive distractions, feel the pain, stay alone, focus on yourself, and become a better version. This is your chance to find the way back to yourself, because we oftentimes also get lost in relationships because our focus is more on our partner maybe. So now you really have the chance to get back to yourself. Pray, work out, educate yourself, regain your confidence. This is your new chapter and that's super exciting. The second step is to regain your confidence. Something that happens many times is that we tie our confidence to our relationship. So when our relationship ends, we start to feel like we are not worthy, we don't love ourselves, we feel lonely, we feel super insecure. But that's wrong. Because something that we need to learn is before we get into a relationship that is healthy and will last long, we need to love ourselves. We need to find love in ourselves. We need to validate ourselves because otherwise we just look out for love and validation in other people. And that's something bad because you will also attract different partners then. So if you really want to attract a good and healthy relationship, you first of all need to love and validate yourself. And a person that comes into your life then just adds up to it, and it's just something positive that comes your way, but you are not attached to their validation or love. And if they go, your whole world crashes. That's not love, that's attachment in a bad way. You need to first love yourself and you will attract different kind of partners then. Trust me. You will gain so much better partners that will just add up to your life and you are not kind of just attached to them because they give you love and validation. You also need to understand that you are unique and that your ex-partner can never replace you, because that's a big fear that people carry along with themselves. They just think, oh my God, the relationship ended now and he might find a new girl. But you need to understand this new girl is never going to be like you. She cannot replace you. And the same goes for a guy. If a girl finds a new man, then he will never be like you. She cannot replace you. And if you start to acknowledge the fact that you are unique, you are not worried anymore to be replaced because you cannot be replaced. That's simply the fact. You should never settle for less. That's so important. You know that you deserve the world, so you don't stay with someone who's not aligning with your values and standards. If you do it, you just waste your own time and the time of your partner. Never do that, because also you might end up in a relationship with kids with a partner that doesn't even align the vision that you have for your partner. So if you start to feel like this relationship doesn't make sense and you just keep on fighting, you try to change your partner and it does not align with you, just leave for the better. Because you should never lower your standards just to not be lonely. That's so bad. I see it a lot of times. People are so afraid to be alone, so they end up in a relationship with someone that they don't really want to be with, just for the fact that they are not alone anymore. And that's really harmful. So it's okay to be alone. We need to be alone. It's important for us to be alone, spend time with ourselves, and you don't need anyone. You don't need a relationship. You don't need a girlfriend. You don't need a boyfriend. You don't need that. The only person that you need is yourself, and you can basically give yourself everything that you need. You can spoil yourself. You can take yourself out on nice dates. You can really feel the emotions. You don't need to have someone where you can go. You can only be with yourself, and that's all you need. And when you start to understand that you can give yourself everything that you need, you will never settle for less, because you know that you treat yourself so good. How should you stay then with someone that does not treat you that good? It's not working. So you basically also directly start to attract people into your life that give you the treatment that you want, because you treat yourself like that. You raise your bar so high, and someone that meets you needs to match the standard that you set for yourself. So instead of searching for love and validation in others, give this love and validation yourself. You don't need anyone to do that for you. You don't need it. Trust me. So you can really basically just date yourself and spoil yourself. It's not embarrassing to go to a restaurant alone. If you have a nice place where you want to go, just go for yourself. Take yourself there. You deserve it. Also, always have positive self talk. Never talk yourself down, not even in a joke or something. The words that you speak out, you manifest into reality. And also, if you always talk bad about yourself around others, other people will also start to think about you like this. If you always talk negative about yourself, why should other people think in a different direction if you don't even talk good about yourself? How should others think good or positive about you? You need to really have positive self talk, and you also should write down the things that you love about yourself. Sometimes we forget that. We just always focus on the negative things, and maybe even you think that the relationship ended because you are not worthy. But this is your moment now to write down the things that you love about yourself. And if you don't find things, sit there as long as possible. Ask other people, like, what do you think is positive about me? But you also don't need the validation of others. This can only help you to see some things that you might not see before that. But you should really think about it. What are your qualities? What do you love about yourself? Do you have a good heart? What makes you unique? Write it down. It's not egoistic. It's really a good practice for regaining your confidence. Another way to regain your confidence is working on your health, your body, your mind, everything. You should just lock in now. This is your time to level up. You have learned many things from your past relationship. Now it's time to lock in. And it's super exciting because you can build yourself up. You are not in a relationship right now, so it's basically just you. And you have been in a relationship for such a long time, but now there's finally your moment to shine. You are just alone now without a partner, and you can take all of your time and just focus on yourself. And when you start going to the gym, doing sports, working out, whatever, you work on your body, on your mind, on your health, you will directly regain your confidence through that. That is so powerful. Believe me, you will feel it. You will start to notice the changes in your body, in your mindset, and you will become a healthier and better version of yourself for yourself. And that's something that is so beautiful. Find your purpose. You will regain confidence and direction. Find something that you love, that you want to do. Find something that also gives value to others. I think it's so beautiful if you can give, and this will also give you purpose because your purpose is to give and help other people. So you could find a new hobby, you could find something that inspires you, you can meet new people and have talks about so many different topics in life, and you will just find purpose in your life again. And when you work for your future goals, for your future self, this will also regain your confidence and you will start to feel better again. Another very important topic is that you just need to focus on yourself. Don't try to meet someone new. I think in general, trying to find love or to meet a person is the wrong kind of energy because you just send out the energy that you need to chase love, and you mostly then end up meeting the wrong kind of people. So focus on yourself, lock in, no more distractions. It's just you, and you owe that to yourself. You owe it to yourself that you work on yourself, that you love yourself, that you treat yourself good. And you don't need to find someone to do that for you. So also learn how to spend time alone. Sometimes we are just so scared to be alone with ourselves and with our thoughts. And then we end up texting people and trying to get out, meet others. But that just shows that you have something that you need to work on. Trust me, because if the thoughts that will come up then kind of scare you, and that's also something that we don't realize directly. So we don't realize, oh, we don't want to be alone now because the thoughts that will come up are scaring us. That's not something that we think or realize directly. We just have the feeling that we need to get out and meet someone, talk to someone. And that's the sign that we are actually scared to be alone. And in this moment, the worst thing that you can do is really try to find someone to spend time with. You should log in now and focus on yourself, work for yourself, on yourself. And the more you spend time alone with yourself, you will also be more confident in that and feel that it's really healing. It's so healing to spend time alone. And maybe you might also get kind of addicted to it because you don't need anyone to give you a good feeling. You just give a good feeling to yourself, by yourself. And you also give your thoughts room. And your thoughts are there for a reason. Sometimes we think that our mind is working against us, but that's not true. We are working against our minds sometimes, and that's something that is not good for your mental health. So give your thoughts room, spend time alone, and feel that it's okay. You don't need anyone. Self-confidence gainer. Affirmations. You could listen to positive affirmations every morning, and there are also some affirmations on YouTube that you can listen to that are like confidence boosting affirmations. And it might feel weird in the beginning to just listen to affirmations that tell you that you are unique and that you can love yourself. But the more you do it, the more you feel confident with it. And that's exactly the moment where everything changes for you. Also, working out, it doesn't need to be the gym, it can be yoga or Pilates or whatever feels good to you. It's just a confidence booster. You just work for yourself. You will build up your body and your health. That's something really powerful. Also, surrounding yourself with positive minded people will directly boost your energy and your confidence. Because if you surround yourself with people that just talk themselves down and are just negative, you also end up talking like this. So better surround yourself with people that have positive self-talk and positive affirmations. You could also try out new things that will also give you the feeling of entering a new chapter of your life. Get a new haircut, try a different style. I don't know, just experiment with it. It's so cool. You are the creator of your own life. You can basically do whatever you want and create the version of yourself that you want to have for the future. So that's really exciting, right? Also, getting in shape is super powerful because you will look in the mirror and you will see changes, and that shows you that you are able to change something. This will gain you so much confidence. So loves, this was it with my video. If you like this video and if you find this video helpful, leave a comment and like and subscribe to this channel. And we're going to see each other in the next video. Bye bye!